Youthful piece of music stars can be crucified in the print as they burn up out of the demands of their career, says the CEO of a new movie on a uneasy pop artist. Vox Suite, aimed by Brady Corbett, stars Natalie Portman as Celeste, a world celeb and icon on the edge of a collapse. Growing UK celebrity Raffi Cassidy, acting the youthful Celeste, who is found in 1999 following received trapped up in a top high school survey. Portman acting the older Celeste in scenes how Shaw her installation a return following a fracas how has derailed her career. Corbett, whose early movie, The Infancy of a Lead, starred Robert Pattinson, says Vox Lux is on the cross spot of popularity and disgrace and how they include more B1 and the identical. The 30-year-old, who begun out as an artist in such a films as Thunderbirds and 13, believes the lifetime of a piece of music celebrity is more than excess rather than one lived in the movie production. As an artist, you include to be on the way 200 days of the year for the economy to do feeling. It's difficult, one day you are on the tire to get off it. While you get run in the land, and you are departure to get run in the land, down there's a lot of national who appear to delight crucifying these frequently youthful human beings. They are affliction, and human beings appear to believe it's funny. Stacey Martin, who acting Celeste's sibling, cites Amy Winehouse and Britney Spears as examples of pop stars who include openly lost off the railway track. Down there was such a top consumer demand to aware on them while they were renowned how while it came to their collapse human beings as well requested to see it, she says. Their collapse was portion of their popularity. The latter successful of a celebrity is unborn and Czech Rhapsody has induced renovated concern in Hollywood's portrayals of the piece of music production. Elton John biographical film Rocketman, to be liberated after the monthly, will as well newsreel the highs and the lows of lifetime in the spotlight. Talk at recent year's Venice Movie Fest, Portman told the blood pressure is worst for piece of music stars rather than it is for those in her stance. They include a various echo framework about them, she said reporters. If you're in piece of music you include efficaciously a job household, and how can be really perverse. It's a mix of loving and trade. Films are various. They're draft-based, and you're not conducting a year on a bus or a individual aircraft. Love a really renowned pop celebrity. Portman told Corbett's scenario is a ultimate reflect of the community we're in. It shows the crossroad of pop civilization and abuse and the sight we equal among the couple. The actor does not believe Vox Lux to be a communication movie, but hopes it makes human beings sense things they've recognized and we're cladding order currently. At one spot in the movie, the grown-up Celeste is requested to commentary on a bomber assault how bears a weak connection to her at-stage amateur performance. She is anticipated to offer a slippery audio bite but finds by herself out of her deep, a position Corbett sees mirror in actual lifetime. End of YouTube position by Curzon which smad is the way the social and though several journos go downward on things several impoverished youthful man told, he sighs. They misspoke, or they are not expressive, or which they told was mute reason do we wait so lot of celebrities. They are not our policy representatives. If you do piece of music or films you don't ask to be requested those types of questions. Newly everyone was discussion Taylor Rapid, and wherever she stands politically, and I mind it was so odd nobody would thoroughness. I discover the entire loop a slight bit toxicity. Public print has enlarged capacity blood pressure on artists, he goes on. If you are an painter who chooses not to include a public print present, it starts to harm your career. Youthful human beings and experienced veterans are requested to get photos in the do-up armchair and winking in a boomerang effect. It's mad. Boomerang effect is an Instagram app how combines photos to do brief videos how act a go and forward in a hinge. It diminishes the charm of why we go to the movies or go to a pop gig, Corbett continues. Currently we very know the mechanical of it. Although we see Celeste cast an epical priest star hysterics in Vox Suite, Corbett insists the nature was not relying on a actual life renowned man. Celeste is an unification, both of actual and bogus, says the CEO, who recruited Australia lyricist and manufacturer SIA to compose the piece of music Portman's Nature performs. The movie's score was spelled by the deceased Scott Gower, who as well wrote the score for The Infancy of a Lead. In the at first part of the movie I requested to recognize Celeste's liberal arts, Corbett continues. Later they slow destroy so they be overdone and ridiculous. I wrote how by the late, the nature is tiring such a big arm ear pads in her suit she can hardly fit via the doorway. His movie, he concludes, starts off as a AMD and turns in a sitcom of excessive on a female who is as lot a sacrifice of her era as a lead of her epoch. Vox Lux is in UK cinemas and on consumer demand currently.